decision that you are supposed to be that person, any one of us could find ourselves being deported to some country.
Don't give him any ideas, girl.
Well, listen.
Well, at it again. Terminator Karen on the spew. When will they ever learn, you know? But they're in big trouble. Now facing another lawsuit after saying this live on television. Yeah. How does this even come out of your mouth? But again, this is why we have what we have in America. Trump derangement syndrome, Musk derangement syndrome now, while there's hatred, so many leftist activists that have completely lost their mind because you get on live television and you lie to people. You lie. You demonize. And you spread this false narrative, especially on President Trump, you know, that he's the bad man, that he's going to just come get you and deport you. He's just going to come deport you. Even if you're a citizen. She said this live on television. Even if you're a citizen of America, he's just going to come take you out the country.
And you just got to keep your eyes open, y'all. Because if they can just come up and take somebody because they've made a decision that you are supposed to be that person, any one of us could find ourselves being deported to some country.
Don't give him any ideas, girl.
Well,
what? Did she really just say this live on TV? And I know y'all like OkayRickk. She said it. You shouldn't. You've been covering the spew, the view, not the view, the spew. You've been covering the spew for a very long time, and you sure already knew when whatever's coming out of her mouth, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get lower than low. These women step lower and lower every show. It gets worse.
Listen, you know, it is very clear to me that if we don't continue to say we want, listen,
He said this.
You just got to keep your eyes open, y'all. Because if they can just come up and take somebody because they've made a decision that you are supposed to be that person, any one of us could find ourselves being deported to some country.
Don't give him any.
Whoa, bro, I just can't get over that, man. What?
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The spew back at it again. Just when you think it don't get any worse. I'm telling y'all, man. And I'm glad that they're actually saying that Trump derangement syndrome is that they're pulling it for a mental illness now. It needs to be studied. Oh, it is bad, man. It really is. And I love how I'm going through the internet and it's broke the internet. It's everywhere. People are in the comments. It's on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. And people are calling Whoopi Terminator Karen out. You know, they're calling her out. You know, and I hope that again, that's why we make these videos. I want them to be held accountable. I know we want the show canceled. And again, they're one of the reasons why we keep winning. Let's be honest. They expose the corruption in the spotlight. They say the things that need to be said to make us sound even more right, to make us look even better. Us patriots, us conservatives, you know. And how out of touch, deranged, hateful they are, man. Racist they are. You know, it is ridiculous. You know, and I love how everybody is saying, we're all singing the same song. We're all saying the exact same thing. You know. And people are just calling this woman stupid. How could she say this, you know, live on TV? You know, she's suggested that Trump will deport American citizens. And you know what? And it pisses me off, man. because they get on and say this stuff, and then some people that might be new to politics or somebody that don't even, and again, it's a lot of people that don't even really know what's going on, you know, and that's one reason why they're so Trump deranged, and or they get a taste of Trump derangement syndrome because of stuff like this that goes viral. This stuff right here needs to be stopped dead in its tracks, man. There needs to be fat lawsuits. The ABC, I mean, they ought to just shut the whole thing down, man. You know, I'm just being real. You know, because they get on here lying, spreading this false narrative, this hatred. This is why we have, or one reason why we have Trump derangement syndrome. Because of women like this. And then I went through the comments a little bit, and I seen a couple people that agree with Whoopi. And guess what? I go to their pages. They're leftist, activists, out of touch women. You know, these same people that are walking around setting Teslas on fire for because Elon, they got Musk derangement syndrome. He wasn't elected. He's the bad guy too. You know, because they're exposing the corruption. And then these Democrats talked about the cutting. They talked about all this. You know, basically they're saying they're endorsing what Elon and Trump is doing. But guess what? It's Trump and Elon, so they're the bad guys. You know, so. But in the 90s, in the early 2000s, they were all saying the exact same things that are happening now, of what Doge is doing now. But it's Trump and Elon, so. You know, no, we can't agree that they're the bad guys, the billionaires, the trillionaires. It's ridiculous, man. But I love how everybody's calling this crap out, and I'm sick of it, man. I really am. But you know what? It just means we keep winning. I'll be honest with you. It just means we keep winning, man. And I love that how a lot of people, you know, even seeing a lot of people that are not even Trumpers calling the spew out. Not the view, that's called the spew. You know, but I want to get into this full thing and with that Obama activist judge. You know, they're doing, these activists, these Democrats, the radical left is doing everything they can to block President Trump, man, from securing our country. And it's a disgrace, man. It really is. We spoke loud and clear, man. A landslide, a mandate. I mean, loud and clear. They need to be investigated, impeached, and put that judge, put the judge, put the view, put these women on the plane, and send them to El Salvador. Especially Anna Navarro. Send Anna, let Anna and Whoopi and Sonny be the first ones to enter the plane. They say, Rick, don't forget Joy. Don't forget Joy Behar, Rick. Yes, put them on the plane. Ridiculous, man. Well, let's get into this, family. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here.
The White House is denying reports that it violated U.S. District Court judges' orders to stop the deportations of alleged Venezuelan gang members to a prison in El Salvador. The White House is using the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to justify the deportations. And here's what border czar Tom Holman has to say about it.
Yeah, we actually have a border czar. Yeah, the last one, she was cracking up. We didn't even know who the border czar was. And then when we did find out, she was cracking open coconuts. Coconuts were falling out the tree. She was laughing, drunk as hell. She showed up drunk. Didn't know what she was talking about or what she was saying. Yeah. Word salad. She handing out salads. Didn't do her job for 4 years, and she handing out free salads, giving everybody a free salad. Didn't come with any ranch dressing, nothing, no dressing at all, no croutons. The salad is expired. The lettuce is expired. Yeah, ridiculous, man.
Had a written order that said these 5 people can't be removed right now. It wasn't until this flight was already in international waters, heading down to El Salvador, that the judge made some comment about returning the flights. We're already in international waters. We're outside the borders of the United States. I'm the border czar. Once you're outside the border, you know, it is what it is. Every day, the men and women of ICE are going to be in the neighborhoods of this nation arresting criminal, illegal alien, public safety threats, and national security threats. Lawrence, you're not going to stop us. I don't care what the judges think. I don't care what the left thinks. We're coming.
So,
I felt that.
is this defying a judge's orders a constitutional crisis? And were these people that they deported already in jail? Or were they people that they picked up? It's part of the problem, I think, for many people is you do stuff and nobody has any idea what's going on, you know? So because...
And you see, and this was crazy. And then right after the press secretary comes out and is very transparent of who these people are, what these gamers are, or what they've done. That's what kills me, man. This is why they get on here lying, man. You know, and this is why I tell y'all, man. They prove us right, and this is why we keep winning. Because now people can see that she's lying. People now know about what these gamers, and in that video was very transparent. Oh, the tattoos don't mean anything. Oh, that's what they say. The tattoos don't mean anything. They're not criminals. And then she comes out and tell you what they did. You're like, oh, he's still not a criminal. I don't care if he murdered or if he raped. I don't care. And it's not funny, man. But that's what they sound like. And Anna Navarro sitting up there with her arms crossed. Like, yeah, Whoopi, say it. Producer back there sweating. They should have had them read out a legal note. And I hope one of the Trump administration sees this, because they love our videos. And that there's a fat lawsuit or somebody's held accountable on ABC, man, for this crap being spewed out.
You have swept up many people in ICE who had no business being swept up. You swept up people who had no names, who are American citizens, and you don't pay attention to that. So people are saying, what is happening? And why are we paying to send the people elsewhere?
My understanding is they were in jail, but there's another question of due process then that comes ahead of a deportation order. I'll say this, I don't think it's at the point of a constitutional crisis. I think he went right up to the line of defying a federal judge's order. And where it gets, and I'll let Sunny speak to this because she's the lawyer here, but where it gets complicated is if...
Because Sunny's the lawyer here? All right, Alyssa. All right.
The flights were, in fact, over international waters when this order came down verbally in court. It would be, at that point, it's out of his jurisdiction to turn it around. What I think is this: most Americans we know from the past.
Sunny couldn't help us win in a cyclist accident, a car accident. She couldn't help us win in a car accident, and we got hit from behind. I'm just saying. We got hit from behind. We know who's at fault, and Sunny Hostin still couldn't help us win.
The Lake and Riley Act and others generally support deporting people who've committed crimes in this country. Yeah. But there is a process to do it. There's a legal way, and you cannot just defy federal judges' orders. But I would note, I think the White House realizes they're on shaky legal ground here, because there was a quote today from a White House official. It's very important that people understand we are not actively defying court orders. So they're trying to walk this back a bit to say, oh, no, this wasn't an active. It was kind of a conflict of time.
So I actually do believe that we are in a constitutional crisis now, because there are three co-equal branches of government: the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. And what we are seeing is an over.
Oh, you know the branches? Oh, you know the branches, ma'am? Oh, how's your husband doing? Oh.
Reach from the executive branch, from the White House, into the judicial branch. Right. Because what people are sort of failing to realize is, yes, there was an order while the the plane was over international waters. But before then, there was what's called a temporary restraining order when that judge said they can't leave the United States without an immigration judge looking at it. And they just did this.
Took it off.
And they just put them on that plane anyway and flew them away. That is defying a federal court judge's order. You don't get to do that. The last thing I'll say is that the Alien Enemies Act was created to give the president these wide powers during wartime, right? So they are declaring that we are at war. The only time...
Yeah, it's been an invasion. Yeah. Y'all left it wide open and let terrorists, criminals, gangbangers, drugs, y'all let everything come through. Killing American citizens. Yeah, it's war. It's an invasion. Yes. You know. Let's talk about the beautiful souls that should still be here. Let's talk about the families. If we know Democrats, liberal, y'all don't want to stand up and clap for grieving families. So let's throw that out there, Sonny.
Time that act has been used just 3 times during the War of 1812, the World War I, and World War II, and it was used to intern our Japanese American citizens. We should be very concerned.
And look at this, how she tries to spin it and turn it around, and just a bunch of crap. Shut up.
That is what this government is using to deport.
Well, and only
people.
Congress can declare war.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, first of all, I don't give Donald Trump and his administration the benefit of the doubt that it was coincidental that this happened. I think it was very deliberate that they wanted this. I think they love the fact that we're talking about this because it means that we're not talking about the tanking markets because of his tariff hokey pokey. I also...
What is it? It's a distraction. It's a distraction.
Want to make very clear. Less than 0.09% of the Venezuelans in this country are suspected of being part of Tren de Aragua, which is a horrible gang. No immigrant in this country wants a criminal of the level of an MS-13 or a Tren de Aragua here. But it is very ironic because Venezuelans...
Yeah, thank you for saying the quiet part out loud, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hugely supported Donald Trump. In fact, the area where his golf club is in Miami, Doral, is called Doralzuela. That's where a lot of them live. And since he got elected, he's gone to negotiate with Maduro, legitimizing a man who lost the election. He has removed TPS from hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans. That's temporary protective status, normalizing what's happening in Venezuela as if it's no longer a cruel dictatorship that jails and kills.
Let's pull out the fact checker. Can we please pull out the fact checker on this woman?
Dissidents. He is reportedly about to put Venezuela in a ban list so nobody from Venezuela can travel here. And frankly, every time he opens his mouth about Venezuela, he portrays Venezuelans as if they were members of a gang, as if they were Tren de Aragua.
Can we please get a fact checker? Can y'all get her to read out a legal note?
When it's less than 600 people that are suspected of being part of this.
Most
Venezuelans are great people, good, hardworking people who want to live in freedom, are contributing to our country, are contributing to our society. A lot of them are my friends, are my neighbors. They live in Miami, and what he is doing to Venezuelans is disgusting. But you know what? You voted for that. You're finding out.
I feel the same way you do, Whoopi. It's the transparency. Because if they were to release who these people were, what they did, and that it was confirmed they are part of this gang, I think anyone would get on board. It's the fact that they keep hiding it and making mistakes that makes me weary.
Yeah, and you just got to keep your eyes open, y'all. Because
here this crap go. They should have had her read out a legal note. Here it is.
If they could just come up and take somebody because they've made a decision that you're supposed to be that person, any one of us could find ourselves being deported to some country.
Don't give them any ideas, girl.
Well,
American citizen. You see how Anna backs her up on it too? You know how they demonize the man and how they lie to people. They lie to their listeners, lie to viewers, and even if anybody's new watching. They just got hit with this. So what else are they supposed to think? Especially if they can't think for themselves. There's a lot of people, y'all might not know, there's a lot of people that really can't think for themselves. And now they have people thinking, oh, Trump is going to deport me? Trump is going to deport me? I'm an American citizen. There should be a fat lawsuit. She should have been able to. She should have read out a legal note. How Sonny was reading out those legal notes. She should have got signaled off. And I know that producer back there, he back there sweating and took his glasses off. They should have had her read out a legal note after she made this comment.
Listen, you know, it is very clear to me that if we don't continue to say we want, listen, I understand you want to clean out all the bad stuff. I get it.
And then watch her say the quiet part out loud after saying this crap as well.
But why do you now have access to my personal information? I get what the things you're trying to do. I don't understand why you're taking my stuff, my person, not my person.
What personal? What are we taking, Whoopi? You know. Same when they said that he's taking everybody's rights away. What rights have people lost? I can't, man. I just can't. I've had enough. I can't. I don't even know if I can finish this, man.
But each and every one of you.
And your constitutional
and
rights
your
of free
constitutional
speech.
rights of free speech.
Yeah, I'm done. I can't. They didn't want the free speech. I can't. Coming out of their mouth, yeah, that's it.